All right, so it's crazy shit with Diddy. You haven't seen any of it?
No, I try to do my best to not pay attention to that shit because that man is crazy.
Well, I mean, basically it's come down to everything the Cat Williams. I was gonna say Cat Stevens. Everything the Cat Williams said was pretty much true.
Well, I told everybody that no black man names his name Puffy. There's got to be something wrong with that dude.
Like names himself.
Yeah, names himself Puffy. Self titles himself Puffy or Puff Daddy.
Well, you heard I guess he was calling Biggie Smalls, Biggie Smalls from like some cartoon or something. From
really?
Like, yeah, it was from something specific, and it was meant to like kind of make him like he controlled him. But you don't remember Dave Chappelle talking about?
Yeah, I just think the guy's a weirdo. The guy, anyone who wears shades 99% of the time that they're out, you ever see him with his shades off?
No.
His eyes are like a quarter of a centimeter apart. Like anyone whose eyes are that close to each other, you can't trust.
Well, did you see the video of him that they re-released of I guess he hadn't seen Justin Bieber in like 10 years.
Oh God, I can imagine.
And then he saw him and Justin Bieber was all like he looked like a witness from Gaza.
I don't blame him. I mean, at the end of the day, he took him in when he was what, 12?
Yeah, it was young.
It did Lord knows what. I mean, I tell you, his skin looks better, but who knows what that's from? Maybe all the baby oil. And that's another thing. Anyone who has any black man who has that much baby oil still around his house, you're not using it. We use our baby oil. And I still have the same baby oil I had when I was 10.
So you don't use it that much?
So no. So nope. You don't need it that much.
Black don't crack.
It's used as an outer layer.
Yeah.
I don't know. He's using it for inner layer or inner lay him or whatever.
Well, the other thing that came out was his I don't know if it was his girlfriend or whatever, but like supposedly they were saying they're like, oh well, it was consensual, so what he did wasn't trafficking, but then he was recording everything and then telling her if she didn't keep doing it that she'd really like that's some shit.
Well, at the end of the day, I see it like this. It's also kind of weird that you would pay guys to bang a girl while you watch and jack off in the corner. I think that's kind of weird too. So, like I said, anyone who does anything with that type of malice, can't be considered someone. The fact that people have considered this guy a hero for 2 decades is crazy. I still think he killed Pac and Biggie. I don't care what anyone says. And if you brought him in front of me in cuffs in an orange suit, I'd tell him that to his face and whip his ass.
Did he? Did you see the stuff from the guy that testified, the male prostitute that he was hiring?
I know he had a couple of his boys doing that stuff too. He had what was it, Stevie J?
That's the one.
Yeah. He did some stuff with him and made him do some stuff and watched him do some stuff. And I don't know. I just think the guy's a freak overall. Ask me.
Geez, here's the real question.
How do you get J-Lo? That's what I want to know.
I don't know. Maybe she likes. I don't know. Maybe she's into that stuff because it's all these like eyes wide shut, crazy rich people parties that like they need to push the level. Like they got so much money, they can do whatever they want, but they need to push the.
And who throws white parties?
I don't understand why would they wear white?
Because it's supposed to be a sign of purity. We all know there's no purity going on there.
No. Maybe it's to hide their evil.
I mean, if anything, I would wear white just to make sure I can guarantee that if he touched me, I had his fingerprints on my pants.
But you didn't see the didn't Dave Chappelle did a bit that he's like, because everyone was asking him why, he's like, oh, you must have been to these parties, and he's like, no, and then he's like, oh, maybe I'm ugly.
Yeah, he's ugly. Yeah, well, I mean, it pays to be ugly sometimes.
And then I think he said he thinks it was because they know he'd snitch. He's like, I'd tell in a minute. And he's like, because he lives in Ohio. He doesn't live in L.A. or New York.
No, he lives amongst the whites.
Yeah, he said it himself.
Like he says it, yeah. He says that in his own words, in his own actual words. That's where he. But I mean, I could see him not wanting to be there. Denzel left right away.
Yep.
50 never even went.
Oh, 50 was
that shows enough. 50 been shot 9 times. Goes in the ghetto with a bulletproof vest on, $1 million of cash. But he won't go to Diddy's parties. That ought to tell you something.
Did he? Did you? But what do you? So the thing that 50. I don't know if it was 50 Cent or who, but someone keeps saying why is what's his name? Who's the rapper that's the other rapper that's close to Diddy?
Meek Mills,
No, the what's his name? Why am I don't know why I'm freaking
Mace,
blanking. No, the bigger
someone
Jesus.
recent,
Yeah, the one that's married to Beyonce.
Jay-Z,
Jay Z. Why the hell couldn't I think Jay Z? Jay Z.
Jay-Z.
Well, that's the question, right?
Yeah, yeah, it sure is. I mean, he looks like Joe Camel, so he had to be doing something to get her. He looks like Joe Camel. Say what you want. Go look at a picture of Joe Camel. Go look at Jay-Z.
So is that? I mean, that's got to be what? Because is Jay Z and Kanye still? Are they still friends?
No, no. Kanye's not friends with anyone except Hitler and Trump, but I don't consider them the same person. So I don't consider them in the same group. Hitler's totally different.
But I like that. That's what's kind of weird because Kanye
He likes
and
Trump now because of his own.
yeah, but because Kanye and 50 Cent both are kind of in that like they've been saying this forever. And Cat Williams.
Cat Williams knows everyone's information on everybody. That's why that man will never die. The minute he dies, all the information's coming out. Like,
So that was the other thing. You didn't hear or see the Prince recording, the
no,
artist formerly known as Prince. Okay, so you didn't hear about this?
no,
This blew my fucking mind. He recorded himself and he starts out the record before he died. He's like, "This is in case I die under mysterious circumstances,"
oh
and he
wow,
just let out about the Diddy parties and how evil and how he went to one in New York and one in Miami, and he's like, "There's evil there,"
I
and
believe it.
so now everyone's like, maybe Michael Jackson and Prince really were trying to save the kids, and now they're in hiding and they're gonna come out.
Yeah, they were like vigilantes to keep away from Epstein.
Well, but that's what people are starting to starting to think because like it would make sense because what do they always do? They accuse you of what they're guilty of,
Listen,
and
America is
and that's what Michael because everyone with Michael Jackson was like the people who knew him, like Diana Ross and like all the who's the was uh the model that was friends with him,
Christian Brinkley.
Christy Brinkley. All those people were like, I trust him with my kids,
He got
absolutely.
robbed of his childhood. That's the reason why he likes
Yeah,
children so much.
Papa Joe.
If you have never had the time to be a kid from age 5 until the day you die, at some point you're gonna want to know what it's like to be a child and to have fun like a child because his whole work was business. At the end of the day, his entire life was about business. Getting him on, getting his brothers on, the whole damn family is all famous because of him.
Yep.
And I wouldn't be shocked if Diddy kill him too, and Prince. I'm dead serious.
Well, the interesting thing about like all the people that Diddy doesn't like or isn't like who's not in his circles, they're all the ones that don't live in New York and L.A. They're all the ones that are like Prince was Paisley Place,
Yeah, 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 yeah.
and Dave Chappelle was in Ohio, middle of nowhere, Ohio, and I don't know where. Michael Jackson had Neverland. He kept everyone away from him. So, but like all the people that separated themselves, like that's some shit.
People don't see the signs. The
Yeah,
man called himself Puffy, Puff Daddy, and we call him what now? Diddy. I mean, the writing's on the
yeah,
wall.
he's a diddler.
The writing's on the wall. Club Shay Shay, come on. What grown
No, I
ass
don't know.
black man calls himself Shay Shay?
Well, yeah, no, I agree with that.
I
I
work
mean,
for a cleaning company also called Shay Shay. So if that says anything, owned by a black woman, not a tall black football player, ex-football player, but still.
well, it's crazy because I think all this did all this start when Cat Williams went on.
No, I think it all started when everyone accused Diddy of killing Tupac. They literally like it was
Yeah,
a side note. It was like we think Diddy killed Tupac. All of a sudden, Tupac's murderer shows up. All of a sudden, confesses on an interview. All of a sudden, that he did it. They pull him away, and now we don't care about Diddy killing Tupac. We care about him diddling everybody else in Hollywood.
wow, we thought Suge Knight was bad, and Diddy's probably 10 times worse.
Oh, he's way worse. He's way worse. He's worse than a guy named Suge.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Jesus.
But with a name like Diddy, sounds a lot worse than Suge.